It started with a desperate phone call. A weak dog had been found inside a cardboard box, barely breathing. The team rushed out right away. The location was far, almost 3 hours away, but they didn't stop once. Every minute mattered. When they arrived, everyone fell silent. The sight in front of them was worse than they could have imagined. The little dog was lying still, his eyes half open, his body thin as bones. His fur was gone in patches, his skin red and raw. You could see the pain in his eyes. Tired, scared, but still holding on. He had no strength left to stand or bark. He just lay there, quietly fighting to stay alive. They named him Dari. Dari was immediately rushed to the vet, the nearest one still hours away. Along the road, they kept checking his breathing, praying he would make it. When they finally arrived, the vet team jumped into action. They put him on fluids, cleaned his wounds, and did all they could to stabilize him. The tests confirmed what they feared. Dari had been neglected for a very long time. His body was starving. His blood work showed severe malnutrition and anemia. He had skin infections and a possible neurological problem that made his movements unsteady. The vet said softly, "He's in critical condition. But let's try." And so the fight began. The first night was the hardest. Dari couldn't move his head without shaking. His body twitched from nerve pain. He needed sedation just to rest safely. The rescuers stayed with him, whispering to him gently, telling him he wasn't alone anymore. They didn't sleep. They couldn't. Every sound from his corner made their hearts stop for a moment. But somehow, Dari kept fighting through the night. By the next morning, he showed a tiny sign of hope. He moved his paw. It was small, but it meant everything. A few days later, more test results came back. The vet confirmed Dari had a tick-borne disease that had reached his nervous system. That explained his trembling and the way his head leaned only to one side. It was serious, but not impossible to treat. Dari started a strict medical plan, daily medication, soft meals several times a day, and round-the-clock care. Eating was still hard for him. He could only take small bites, slowly, trying not to choke. But he ate. He wanted to live. The rescuers posted daily updates, and people from all over the world began praying for him. "Stay strong, Dari," they wrote. "You can do this." And somehow Dari heard them. Every day, he grew a little stronger. After 2 weeks in the hospital, the vet finally smiled. "He's improving," she said. "He's not out of danger, but he's fighting." Dari could now eat by himself. He was gaining a bit of weight. His eyes looked brighter. The rescuers cried tears of relief that day. When Dari was stable enough, he was discharged to continue recovery at home. He still needed constant care, special food, medication, and regular vet visits. But he was finally out of the danger zone. Even then, life wasn't easy for him. He couldn't eat dry food yet. Only soft meals that wouldn't hurt his throat. He suffered from hemorrhoids that caused pain when he tried to sit or move. But Dari never complained. Whenever his rescuer came near, his tail would wag weakly, his eyes filled with gratitude. Each meal became a small celebration, every bite a victory. Watching him eat on his own felt like watching a miracle. Soon, his test results showed something incredible. His heart was healthy. His organs were working fine. His body was fragile, but his spirit was strong. Dari wanted to live. Weeks passed, and the difference was clear. His fur began to grow back. He gained a little weight. He no longer shook as much when he walked. He even started to bark softly when he saw his caretaker, as if saying, "I'm still here." Every morning, he'd wait for his food, wagging his tail and looking up with those gentle eyes that once begged for help. Now they were filled with hope. Everyone who met Dari fell in love with him. He had a calm, kind soul that touched everyone's heart. Even in his pain, he never lost his gentle nature. He reminded everyone what true strength looks like, quiet, humble, and full of love. Today, Dari continues to recover slowly but steadily. He still takes medication and eats soft food, but he's stronger than ever. His rescuers often say he's their little miracle, the dog who refused to give up, no matter how much life hurt him. Looking at him now, you'd never believe he was once left to die in a box. His tail wags. His eyes sparkle. He enjoys the sun on his face and the sound of his caretaker's voice. Dari's journey isn't over yet, but his story already means something powerful. It's a reminder that even the weakest lives can find strength again, that love, care, and kindness can rebuild what cruelty tried to destroy. If Dari's story touched your heart, please give this video a like or share it with others. Every share helps spread awareness and gives more animals like him a chance to be saved. Because every rescue matters. Every life is worth fighting for. And little Dari, the dog who once lay dying in a box, is living proof that hope can survive, even in the darkest places.